This video kind of gonna be done in the dark, as y'all can see. Y'all, I done took my head wrap off and everything. Oh my gosh. Where am I at? I am currently in, I think this is called Goodyear, Arizona, Phoenix, basically. Um, how did I end up in Phoenix? Well, got a story like here you go. So, Padre God has been speaking to me for a while now. I knew I was going to have to move and leave California. I don't know if this is going to be my final destination or not, but I know it's my right now destination. I don't know how I decided on Phoenix. How did I get to Phoenix, y'all? Oh, because, y'all, I cannot make this up. So, God has been telling me that I was going to have to move. And today, um, I'm tired, y'all. It's a 6-hour drive, and I literally just pulled up, and all I've done is shifted position, and now I'm recording this video because I wanted to make sure I recorded. So, I changed my routine up a little today. Y'all know I had just gotten to. Did I record yesterday? I think I recorded early, so I may not have even moved Walmarts by the when I recorded, but yesterday I ended up switching Walmarts in LA. I left the Walmart that was off of Normandy, and I went to another Walmart that was off of Crenshaw. When I got there about 8 o'clock, because like I told y'all, I think in the other video, like I like to switch my place up, and I don't like to stay in one place for too long, because I feel like people can pay attention to that. And so there was this black truck that I had recognized myself, and so he had been parked in front of me the night before or the day before. So I'm like, if I recognized him, then it's definitely time for me to go. So I ended up finding another Walmart. It was about 15 minutes away. So I went to that Walmart. What's crazy is I ended up seeing a car that I had seen in the parking lot when I was at the other Walmart. Now he back and didn't see me, but I recognized him because of the way the car was parked. I mean painted. It was painted like black and white. It was very unique, so I recognized it when I saw it. And when I pulled up at the second Walmart, I was like, if I look, because it had like some decals on it or something, and I was like, I was like, that looked like the same car, and he was like fixing something under the hood. So anyway, I pulled over, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna check the Wi-Fi. Of course, didn't want to sleep in the parking lot because I didn't want them to kick me out. So I was like, let me just try to find somewhere down the street to go and sleep for the night. And so I ended up parking outside some apartments and, just laid there and slept there for the night. Got up today, which technically now it's tomorrow, but got up on Friday morning, 6 o'clock. I was like, okay, let me head to Walmart. They didn't open till 7. So I had made a decision that I was like, you know what? Because everybody that we were calling in Iconic is on East Coast time, and I'm over here on Pacific time. So I was like, well, let me just try it and see. Let me just try it and see about, like starting off the day doing calls, the real estate investing calls versus kind of waiting and then going live at 9 and then not jumping on the calls till 10. I just want to try it out and see. And so it went pretty fast. We ended up making a lot of calls, and it was actually so much better because I didn't really have to use my laptop. I was really able to do everything from my phone because they added the Zillow link in the notes, and that like saved a lot. So I was able to make a lot of calls today. We all were. I think they gave me more calls than anyone else, which is fine because I'm, basically filling my pipeline. So, um, didn't hear from any of my follow-ups today. I did call them back, but I didn't get anything back from any of my follow-ups. So, after after I went live, after I got off the call, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go live today at 5 o'clock. I was like, I made a video and everything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go live between 5 and 6. And then, I ain't gonna lie, I was tired. I was tired because I had been on the calls all day. I took off about an hour and a half and was just chilling, and then got back on there again. And so I was tired. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I just didn't have the energy for it. Much as I wanted to go live, I didn't have the energy for it. I'm still trying to get used to, making the calls and learning and all that kind of stuff. It's new. So I was just like, man, I don't have the energy for it. I was like, so you know what? I was like, I'm going to just save it. I had done channel messages this morning because I didn't make the decision until this morning that I wasn't going to go live. I was literally like, let me just switch the routine up a little bit. And so I had done channel messages, so I'm going to just do those tomorrow because I am going to go live tomorrow. Try to find some Wi-Fi. It's a Walmart not far from here. So I'm going to see if I can get connected to that Wi-Fi. Yeah, OMG. So, goodness. So let me just tell y'all. I had 62 $62 in my Cash App that my daughter had sent me. She had sent me 75, and I kind of been nickel and diming off of it for the past couple days. Y'all, I might have to let this window down. So I was sitting there after the live, and I had eaten a chili cheese dog. No, I ate two, because that's what I ate today. I ate one, and then I waited. Like, I ate one for lunch, and then I ate one for dinner. And I was sitting at Walmart, and I was just sitting. And I was just like, I'm so ready to go. I was like, I gotta get out of here. It was something about, like, this just feeling that I had. Like, I was just like, I gotta get out of here. And all of a sudden, I pulled up to see how far it is to San Antonio. It's like a 20-hour drive. I was like, all right. It's like, I'm not gonna make it that far on the $62, $63 I had. So I looked up to see, I was like, what's the next major city? Like, where could I get? How far could I make it with what I had? And I saw Phoenix. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to Phoenix. And so I asked Dad, I was like, God, I was like, if you tell me to go now, come on 9/11. It's like, if you tell me to go now, I'm gone. I'm gone. Because I literally was just sitting, and I just looked around, and I just was like, man, I can sleep in my car anywhere. I don't have to be in LA. There was nothing holding me to California anymore. Of course, y'all know I'm not, Chunk ain't talking to me, Dad ain't talking to me. So I was just there. And I feel like real estate is taking me in a different direction. And I don't know if California, I'm not feeling like California is where I need to be for that. And so, my stomach's growling. Yeah, my stomach growling. And so I was like, Daddy, if this is a go for me, if I need to leave, I was like, I pulled cards, 10, 10. I got my tarot cards. And I was like, all right, Daddy, I need an answer. I was like, because if you tell me to go, I'll go now. It was about 5 o'clock, I guess, 5:30, somewhere around there, I don't know. So I shuffled, and when I pulled, you know, I was like, please, I was like, let me know, y'all, if I'm supposed to make this move. I pulled the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Spontaneous action, quick. Oh, let's do it. Let's go. I was like, you know what? In that particular deck, Ciro Marchetti, it has like a volcano on that card. Anyway, I was like, you know what? All right. And at the bottom of the deck was the 8 of Cups. So I was like, all right, bet. So I had about half a tank of gas. And I was like, okay. I think it said like 150 miles till empty. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I'll go as far, this is my first thought, I'll go as far as I can on that half a tank of gas. And then once, because that'll get me, you know, further east, and the gas prices won't be as high. I was like, so I'll get as far as I can on that tank of gas, and then I'll go, then I'll fill up. But then I was like, no, let me go ahead and get some gas now. So I stopped at this gas station, put like $30 in the tank, which got me almost to full, in between full and 3/4. So I was like, okay, bet. You know, so now I'm getting a little nervous because I'm like, okay, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Because my spirituals told me like, yeah, let's go. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. I started doubting it. And so, y'all, I'm going to have to get some air. Even though the air is hot as I'll get out. I'm still going to open this window up. So, look, it's better than in here. So, oh yeah, that gave a little bit of relief right there. So, by this time I feel up, I'm pulling off, and I'm like, I'm finna start crying because I'm like, Lord, what am I doing? Like, am I sure this is what, like, God, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? So I was like, all right, Spirit Mom, y'all. I was like, if I'm supposed to be leaving here right now, I was like, y'all need to show me a dolphin. A dolphin. Anytime I ask for guidance, anytime I need Mama and them to show me some, Spirit and them, ancestors and them, angels, ascended masters, the highest and purest light vibration energy, anytime I need them to show me something, I ask for a dolphin. When I was leaving to come to LA, I was like, all right, y'all. I was like, if I'm supposed to be leaving San Diego, y'all need to show me a dolphin on the license plate. That's what I asked for specifically. The dolphin on the license plate. Well, I didn't see a dolphin on the license plate. I saw a whale on the license plate, Shamu, as a matter of fact. I'll never forget it. And that was my nod, like, okay, down goes. So, filled up, and then I ended up going to LA. You know, I gotta keep my head on the swivel. I'm in a new place. I'm parked at a hotel parking lot, and I'm kind of ducked down because I don't want nobody really to see me in here. So, I heard somebody. Can't nobody park next to me. I'm parked next to a tree. And ain't nobody on that side. Okay. So, I was like, all right, y'all. I was like, I done filled up. I was like, if I'm supposed to be leaving, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, y'all need to show me a dolphin. I was like, and I don't need to miss it. I don't need to think I saw one. I need to see a dolphin. So I'm riding down the street, Now I came, I think the interstate I was going to get on was the 105 in LA. And no, I was going to Figueroa Street. I was going up there to turn on Figueroa. All of a sudden I looked to my right. Y'all, it was a car that had dolphins on the back windshield. And it had it on, was it the license plate? I think the license plate as well. The little, it's like, you get the little things that you can put on the outside, the frame, like a license plate frame. Y'all, I busted. I have a picture of it, and I'm going to post it in the comments. And them folks' license plate is on there, so I'm going to see if I can, like, blot it out. But, y'all, I just busted out and started crying. And I was just like, okay, God, I'm going. So now I have $32. And I'm like, okay. So I get on the road. And I was like praying the whole time, like, God, I don't even know what you're doing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. And I just was talking to God, like, man, I really just feel like I'm floundering, I'm just being honest because this is the chronicles of this. So I need y'all to know, like, my mindset, how I'm looking at the situation, how I'm dealing. I'm gonna say I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm sure that I had to go, but I'm so unsure of what's happening next, what's going on. I don't know nothing, but I think right now total I may have $16. I have, because I stopped right not far from here and put some gas in the car, because that tank of gas got me all the way to Phoenix, y'all. And I could have went the entire, because I'm like 20 miles outside the city, I think. 15, 20 miles. And it could have got me all the way to Phoenix, but I decided to go because I was getting tired. It was like 6 hours drive. So I was like, you know what? Let me just find a Walmart, because I know if I can find a Walmart, then I'll be able to find somewhere to park. But I ended up just pulling in this hotel parking lot, whatever this hotel is. I don't even know what it is. So as I was leaving and driving, I was still just praying, like, God, if this is not the move I'm supposed to make, please turn me around now. Please give me a sign, and I wanted another sign even after the dolphins. And I'm praying and talking to Mom and them, and I'm just like, y'all, asking my angels for help, like, y'all, please don't let me be doing something just crazy. But I just was like, I just kept on driving. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting to, like, ultimately in my head, I'm calling myself getting to Texas, right? But I don't exactly know how or when, or I'm trying to, my booty's hurt. Trying to get comfortable. How or when or what or if or anything about getting to Texas, because right now I ain't got no more gas besides what's in here. $9 in on the card, and then I think I got like $7 in my TikTok that I can transfer to Cash App. Transfer to PayPal and then load on my card. So that's where I'm at, y'all. It was so spontaneous. It was so random. It was so just like, I'd rather be anywhere but here. I think that's a song. But I just felt it. I was like, man, I can sleep anywhere in my car. My feelings a little hurt, because of course my dad ain't called to check on me or none of that. And of course me and Chunk ain't talked since last week when I finally had to say my piece about her calling and gossiping about me to everybody that would listen to her. And so she, of course, ain't talking to me. I hadn't texted Yana yet, but she keeping up with me on Life 360, so she knows where I'm at. But I'm gonna text her and let her know, like, yeah, I just was like, I'm out. I was like, I'm gone. I'm gone. Nothing holding me, nothing holding me back, nothing keeping me stuck, rooted there. And in my head, let me just tell y'all my plan. Because by the time y'all see this, it will either have worked, it will have worked. Ain't no failure in my blood or my energy. Um, whether real estate whether real estate or whether, tarot and my platforms or whatever, God is gonna make a way. I just felt like California once again, and it's not to say that I won't go back and maybe purchase a home there. I know I will because I've asked God for it already. But I don't feel like that's where I was supposed to be right now. It's the same feeling I had when God told me to leave California the first time. It was like, yes, you're going to grow. Yes, things are going to prosper for you. But this is not the place to be yet. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is not the place to be yet. Not right now, not yet. Not now. Oh, that feels so good to stretch my legs. So I said, okay. So I know that I will own homes in California, but I don't believe they'll be my first homes. So I was getting antsy and restless, and I don't know what. I mean, I could have continued to stay in California and do what I was doing, honestly, because it's the same thing that I'll be doing here for a minute. Finding some free Wi-Fi, connecting to calls, or getting on, trying to do some investing, trying to find some deals. But it just wasn't resonating in my spirituals. I felt like I had to get out. And one of the things, and I don't know, and this is why I keep asking God, and I'm still asking him, like, God, I hope I made the right decision. But if not, guess what? It's too late now because I can't go back. You understand? I don't have any income coming in again until August the 2nd. Today is July the 7th, or it was the 7th when I left. 777, by the way. It was a portal day. And not only did I pull the card that we were talking about for yesterday, and I wasn't even thinking about the fact that it was 777. It was 77. And I was like, oh, we need to use the chariot card. Then the chariot ended up being at the bottom of the deck or something. And I was like, okay, movement, and here I am, man, like, once again, just taking a leap of faith and just saying, I don't know what's on the other side. Message. I don't know what's on the other side, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen next. All I know is, guess what? I took a leap of faith. I left. And I can't go back. I ain't got nothing to go back to. I can go, at least the gas is cheaper here. I'm always going to try to find a positive. At least the gas is cheaper here. Apartments may be cheaper here. I don't know, y'all. Something. I'm praying that, Daddy, God, please help me get somewhere to stay. Even if I have to get an Airbnb, I'm praying that he'll provide the resources, the finances, and the money in order for me to get into an Airbnb and just, because he has to do it, y'all, because I got nothing. I got nothing that I can even put together. And I don't know for sure yet, but you'll know by the time you watch this. I'm still getting clarity on whether he wants me to, I've put a lot of time into going live 5 days a week, but I don't know if I'm still going to be going live, but I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this morning's message, if it's going to be the same setup. I honestly don't know. All I can do is pray and wait for answers, and even now, next step, okay, God, one thing I can tell y'all is that when God knows, one of the ways that God will know that you're serious, it's kind of the same thing that happened when I left San Diego the first time. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. But I have so much faith that God is going to provide for me, that I will leave where I was, my comfort zone, with $62 to make a better life for myself somewhere else. When I left San Diego the first time, I had 140. This time I had 62 when I left LA. And again, you'll know by the time you see this whether or not it was the right decision. All I can do is pray, ask for guidance, and continue to show up. This weekend, I'm going to try to find somewhere. It's going to be hot, I think, but find somewhere to park. Or just be there for a second. I don't know. I don't know what's next, y'all. I don't have any answers. I just know that I couldn't stay where I was. And even if it don't make sense, I would rather be somewhere else than be there, because I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I gotta make my way to Texas. And if God puts me somewhere else in the mean and in between time, then he does. I'm so tired. So that's where I'm at for today. Crazy. People, my family, y'all know, they probably gonna be like, man, she crazy. Like, what is she doing? I don't know. I'm listening to God. I feel like for my business, for my real estate business, being in another state, not California, another state, is going to be more beneficial. And I think that's a big part of why I'm moving. Moving here just up on a whim, because it literally was a whim, was just like, and I was like, what? But you know what? I was tired of looking at my surroundings. Not that this is much better, but I feel like God is going to meet me halfway, because I think I needed to take the step and be willing to leave my comfort zone and just be like, look, I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in California. I hate I wasn't able to go to the beach again, but I ain't pressed about it. I could have went to the beach all this time and I ain't went. And I think that was something else. It's just like, man, look, I ain't pressed about that. As much as I wanted to be back there when I was in San Diego, it was much easier to just go to the beach. LA, I didn't even try. I didn't even try. So I went to the beach that morning before I left, that Friday morning, I believe. And I hadn't been back. I ain't crying, my eyes watering though. Yeah, that's what's happening, y'all. I'm praying for safety where I'm at. I'm gonna try to get a couple hours of sleep. I got a call to make in the morning, a follow-up. So, yeah, that's the deal. And sit here and do a little personal time with God and ask some questions and go from there. See what answer he gives me. So, that's it for episode 2. Deuces. unless I come back. Oh, my phone's so hot.